Hey there, and welcome back to Charectify. Let me start with a question. Have you ever stood in front of a menu at a restaurant, staring at so many options that you couldn't decide what to order? Or spent hours debating whether to take one job offer over another, only to feel more confused than when you started? It's a common struggle, the paralysis that comes from having too many choices. And it doesn't just happen with big life decisions. Even small, everyday choices can feel overwhelming when they pile up. Today, we're going to talk about why this happens and how you can cut through the noise to make decisions with clarity and confidence. First, let's understand why too many choices can be so overwhelming. Psychologists call it the paradox of choice. The more options we have, the harder it becomes to decide. Because with every option comes the fear of missing out on something better. What if you pick the wrong thing? What if there's a perfect choice that you're overlooking? This fear often leads to overthinking, second-guessing, or worse, not making a decision at all. The first step to tackling decision overload is to simplify. Think about your options in terms of what truly matters to you. What are your priorities? For example, if you're choosing between job offers, instead of weighing every single detail, focus on what aligns with your long-term goals. Is it growth opportunities? Work-life balance? A supportive team? Once you identify your core values, it becomes much easier to narrow down the options. Another helpful strategy is to set limits. Let's say you're shopping for a new gadget. Instead of looking at 50 different models, pick 3 that fit your budget and needs. By reducing the number of options you're considering, you'll save yourself time and mental energy. Now, let's talk about intuition. While logic and analysis are important, don't underestimate the power of your gut feeling. Sometimes, the answer is already within you, you just need to trust yourself enough to go with it. Think back to past decisions you've made. Often, your instincts were right all along. It's also helpful to embrace the idea that no decision is ever 100% perfect. Life is full of trade-offs, and that's okay. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Ask yourself, will this choice move me closer to my goals or values? If the answer is yes, then it's a good decision. One trick I find incredibly useful is setting a time limit for decisions. For smaller choices like what to eat for dinner or which show to watch, give yourself 2 minutes. For bigger decisions, set a reasonable deadline and commit to sticking with it. Giving yourself a time frame forces you to focus and prevents endless overthinking. And here's something we often forget. It's okay to ask for advice. Talking things through with someone you trust can provide new perspectives and help you weigh your options. Just remember, the final decision is yours. Lastly, once you've made a choice, don't look back. Resist the urge to second-guess or dwell on what-ifs. Instead, focus on making the best of the decision you've made. Every choice, whether it turns out as you hoped or not, is an opportunity to learn and grow. Feeling overwhelmed by choices is natural, but it doesn't have to leave you stuck. Simplify your options, trust your instincts, and remind yourself that no decision is set in stone. With practice, you'll find that clarity and confidence come more easily. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's a decision you've struggled with recently, and how did you handle it? Share your experience in the comments. I read every one of them. If this video gave you some clarity, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Charectify for more tips and insights to help you navigate life's challenges. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.